Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Carol and I have another journal for you to see. This one is a 6 inches by 9 inches. It has 1 3/4 inch spine, and the back is done with images from the kits that I've used. I will link the kits below. To save time, I won't go through each one and who they are, but I have used the kits from Romantica Arts, Queen of Mirth, Nostalgia Graphic Land, and Lami. I can't pronounce that shop, so I will link it below so that you will be able to look it up. All of them have beautiful, beautiful images in their kits. And this is one that I have used, and I backed it with it's glitter cardstock actually, and I believe that's done in a copper. And then I've outlined a lot of the image with stickles, and the copper backing is from Hobby Lobby also, so if that helps. And I think they have gold and silver, and this one I happen to have in copper. And we will go in. I've used an eyelet with pretty gold and copper ribbon. And as we go in, here is, I have used a mini 8 punch here, as I usually do with my journals, for a pocket. I've added some little gems that I have done with gold. Here's a Martha Stewart punch, and I've done the little gems there also. There's lots of gold and glitter in this book because of the whole subject is angels. The little book plate is from Studio 28E from Sherry Schmer. And this is one of the cards. And I back all of my cards, or most of them, with lines, so you have extra space to write. And I'm going to use this card to show some pockets. I have not filled all of the pockets because I've left that for the person who this ends up with, for space for them to fill different things if they want to put paper or whatever they want to put in. But this is a double pocket. There's a pocket, and there is a pocket. And this is the same image that is on the front of the journal. And this is more paper that I backed it with from Hobby Lobby, and it's kind of a textured, almost embossed type paper. It's beautiful. I love to use it, especially around the holidays when I want to use gold and those colors. And here it is again here. This is a paper, or an image from the kit. Here's a pocket, and here's a pocket. And here is another pocket that I've used. This is a page from the kit. This is a page from one of the kits. And then I double printed, cut this one out to make it a pocket. And there is a tag, a journaling tag. I've added mostly gold bows with all of this. I thought the sheer gold looked so pretty with this journal. I've also, every page has been sewn around with gold metallic thread. Here's another image from one of the kits, and as usual, this is, that one I did not make a pocket. I'm sorry. This is not a pocket. I just glued that there because this is a frame. I've got gold, little gold metallic trim around this. I cut it out, made a window, and here is, this goes and frames this angel. So it frames this one here and this one here. And then this is another image from one of the kits, and I've actually taken gold thread and I have put little tiny threads for the strings on the harp. And I'm not sure if you can see that in the camera, but those are all individually glued onto the harp to make it look more authentic and real. Here is another pocket. That one I did make into a pocket. I added stickles to the wings and the little headband that she has. And here's another. This is paper from my stash here. This is a flower that I had in my stash that I had fussy cut around, added lace, and then here is another one of these. And I believe this one is from Nostalgic Graphic Land. And there's a page of like 4 or 6 different angels. You'll see them throughout this. Here is a lined paper from one of the kits. And I sewn zigzag that with the gold thread here. Added flat back blue gems there. And there's writing space. There's a doily that I've inked in blue. Here's another one of those little tags, or postcards, or what they are. And then I've added lace and lace up here. And there is another journal card. And here is more paper from my stash. I've added lace, made it into a pocket. This is from one of this is the one that I cannot pronounce. And it is a filing card, a file folder in a small size, of course. And then I added on the inside, I added this pocket from one of the kits. There's a little tag. This is a Martha Stewart punch that I punched out in that metallic embossed paper and added that as a trim. Here's another pocket and another tag. And here is a little tag from one of the kits. And I made that into a journaling card. I cut a scrap from one of the papers that I had used as a pocket and made that into a little pocket there. And here is another potential pocket with made with lace. And I put gold, I've edged that in gold. I ran a gold pen that I had over it to give it a little bit of sparkle. And here is from one of the kits, and that too is a pocket. I've added stickles to that. And here's a page that I had. It's actually a double page that instead of putting it into the book, I thought, well, I'll make this separate and make it into a journaling page that they can put it either here or in one of the pockets that are hidden, so they can have some private writing there. This is from that same pocket that I did back here. I took the edge and tore it and made a little tuck spot here. Here's a pocket from one of the kits, and there's a journaling card that fits inside. I've edged that around the top with the gold thread. Here's another image from one of the kits, ephemera, and I've added the white trim flowers here, and I went over it a little bit with inked it in blue. Another journaling card, and here is vellum that I've printed on, and I left that page plain and inked it up. Here's another one of the images from the kit. I tore some of the scrap from one of the other pages that I used for something else and added a pocket there. This also is a pocket, and that holds the little tag. Here's another lace trim, and this is an angel that I cut from one of the images. This is one of the pages from one of the kits, and I have sewn around it with the gold metallic thread. I fussy cut the angel and glued her to the side. And there is another one of those cards. I put all of the cards in that kit with inside here. And here is another pocket, and I've added lace at the top. There is a journaling card. I've edged that around in gold. A lot of these you'll see gold edging around, and I've heat embossed that with the gold embossing powder. Here's another piece of lace that I've added. Then I added the rose trim on top of that lace. I felt that it went really well with this pocket, which was a page that I tore part of it off and made it into a pocket. And there's the top of the page that I tore a little bit. And then there is a journaling card of another angel, and here is yet another one. I left the inside plain so there would be lots of writing space, and there's the little tie for the middle of the pocket. This is one signature, so that is the middle of the signature. There's another corner that I've torn from one of the pages, added it to the top, added stickles, and here is the journaling card. And here is another. This is a page that did not fit for a full page, so I downsized it a little bit, made it into a pocket, and made a journaling card from paper from my stash that would fit that pocket. Added the bow so that that would hang kind of over the top as you see it. And I left this page plain, and then I added some gold trim here that I have. And here's another page from one of the kits, and here is another journaling card. I believe the smaller pages that did not fit this are Romantica art, so it worked out really well in this particular journal. And here's another little journaling card that was in what I think that's Queen of Mirth, as well as that. And here is another pocket, and I used a lot of stickles on the wings and on those angels. Here's paper from my stash. This one is not from my stash. This is from Artie Mays, and it is one of her kits. I cannot think of the name, but I love this paper. You see me use it a lot as pockets and that in all of my journals. So I thought it went well here because of the feather here and the colors. I added lace sewn around it in the gold thread. You saw this as a pocket earlier, and now it is a journaling card. And this is vellum, the other side of that I've printed on. Here's more trim and more writing space. Here's another pocket. I've added a fussy cut flower there, lace to the bottom. And there is another journaling card that's right in there. This was a circle. It was, I'm not sure which kit that was, but there's like 6 or 8 circles. So I added the gold trim around it, added some stickles on the circle, and made it a pocket. And added it to this page because it had the circle right around here, and then I added stickles there, and this also is a pocket. More space to write. There's a pocket, and this is a double cut page again that I cut out one page and made a pocket, did the Martha Stewart punch, added the blue gems, and here is another journaling card. And you'll see that picture later too. There is another pocket. And here is a pocket that I've cut again from the page. This page here that I used for the vellum, I printed it on regular paper and fussy cut it out to make a pocket. And there I've made this is paper from my stash, and I've made a tag to go in there. And here's more paper from my stash, added lace. Here is a little journaling card from one of the pages in the kit, and I made a pocket. This actually came this way, and I cut them both and added that as the pocket on the actual journaling card, and there's room to write on the back also. And then I put a journaling card inside of that. And here is another pocket, another little angel that I fussy cut out, added blue lace, and put her on the side, added stickles. There is another journaling card that goes into the pocket. Here's the other side of that little filing folder. And there's a little angel there. I've added the stickles to her. And the other side, I printed on both sides of this. And then added this, fussy cut this out from one of the kits and added that as a pocket. And there's a journaling card there. And this is also, you've seen this page throughout. And I cut about 3 inches off and made it a tuck spot. Added some gems and sewn around it in the gold thread. There's another pocket made from a page. I've added lace and stickles, and there's more of that little fine gold thread for the bow of the little mantle in there. And I've added stickles, and it just made it more real looking, I thought, with the string added to it, or the thread. And there is another one of those. We should be to about the end. I think I've used about every one of those in this one. And here I've done the zigzag and the gold here, left that plain, both sides for writing, Martha Stewart punch. There's more of that writing paper lined. And here's another little angel. And I've added the gold. This is from Hobby Lobby. It's the gold leaf trim. I'm sure you've seen that. It comes in green and gold and different colors. And I made her a pocket, glued her onto that paper that I had in my stash. You saw a tag that I made from that earlier. And here is another journaling card. And here is a journaling card. And there I've added lace that I had in my stash. This is plain. This is trim that was gifted to me. It's really pretty. It's delicately, it's the blue, and then it has real delicate ruffle-like edge in gold. And I thought that went really, really well with this particular page here. And I did not make this a pocket. It was just such a pretty print that I just made it to go with this page, and there's writing space there too. And here is, this is not a tuck spot, it's just a piece of the scrap that I had from one of the other pages, and I thought it kind of added to that page. There's more writing space, and of course you can write all over here too. This is, I cut this out from the Fussy Cut It. This is another page that I tore the corner off, added those gold leaves and the Fussy Cut angels, and then here's 2 more journaling cards right inside there. And here is more of that paper that's from the kit, one of the kits, and this is lace trim that I've added. And there again, here's another one of those double pockets that you can add paper or whatever, maybe secret notes or private notes that you want to put in there. And there is that image that you saw a tag before. Now I made it into a pocket. It's an actual page. And this is the last page, and here again we have a double pocket, one here and one here, and that's that paper from Hobby Lobby that I told you about. And this is a page from one of the kits. I've sewn both with the thread. This brings us to the back, to the end, and here is the letter that I put in every one of my journals to tell you about what a journal can be used for and give you some ideas. And of course I've signed the book as I always do and added my little flower. And that brings us to a close of this flip through. I thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I thank you to all of my subscribers and any of my new subscribers, and hopefully if you haven't subscribed you will. And this will probably be my last video before Christmas, and I'm having trouble getting my things up because of the new update on Windows, so I'm having to do some extra things to get these into YouTube, but I am doing them. It may take a little bit, but it is what it is. So until it gets fixed or I do something different, then that will be the way I'll have to do it. But that's okay. And I do wish all of you a very Merry Christmas. I hope your holidays are extra special, even though we've had a year like we've had. God has blessed us, and I hope He will bless you for the new year. Thank you.